Hey, Tamara, what do you got cooking today?
Oh, you won't believe it. It's a wonderful meal. I'm Tamara with Wyoming Dutch Oven Cooking, and welcome to our channel. Of course, we're not in Wyoming right now. We're down here in beautiful Arizona, where we're kind of wondering what on earth happened to our beautiful sunshine. But you know, we're not going to complain. We could be home with 75-mile-an-hour winds and snow blowing. But what we're doing today is a wonderful tortilla soup, and what I've got going on here first is we are preheating our 12-inch Dutch oven. I put a little bit of oil in here. I'm going to be browning my chicken with garlic and jalapenos and onions. We're going to saute that till it gets brown. This is a wonderful one-pot meal. You'll love this, and it does have a kick. So if you don't want that much of a kick, you can always cut back on the jalapeno and the cumin and the cayenne. And my husband has gone ahead and got everything going here. He's got the briquettes, and our oil is heating up. So we're going to go ahead and add our chicken. And this is 6 boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I've gone ahead and cubed up here. Yep, he's got this hot. He is such a wonderful helper. Of course, we love to do this one when we're out on the desert when we're here, but we haven't had a chance to get out there this week, so we're going to do this here at our home here. Now we're just putting 1 jalapeno in here because, you know, I like a kick, but not that much of a kick. And to keep the heat built up on this, to brown this, I'm going to go ahead and put that lid back on because it just helps keep this hot and brown. So we're going to brown this all up, and I'll be back with you shortly, and we're going to show you all the other wonderful ingredients we're going to be putting into here. Okay, as you can see, my chicken, it isn't really brown, but it's sauteed very nicely, and the veggies got nice and tender. We're going to add the rest of the ingredients, and my wonderful helper is here to hand me the ingredients. He's going to hand me, first we're going to add cilantro. And this is about a cup of fresh cilantro. We're going to go ahead and put that in there. And that's just coarsely chopped. You don't have to chop that fine. Now we're going to add some diced chilies, a can of diced chilies. What's great about this, you just throw this all in here and let it cook for a couple hours, about 350. Of course, you have to keep adding briquettes. You know that. Now we're going to add tomato paste. And this is a 4-ounce can of tomato paste. After I get everything put in here, I'll stir it real well. We're going to add a can of diced tomatoes. We're going to add a can of mild enchilada sauce. Now, if you want more of a kick, you can add a hot. But I mean to tell you, the mild has got a kick, so. And now my spices is cumin and cayenne. Here we go. We're going to have a cup of frozen corn, a can of rinsed and drained black beans. Oh my, doesn't this look yummy? And about 2.5 cups of chicken broth. And I like to use the organic chicken broth. A lot of times I have my own that I've made up. And that's probably enough. Now I'm going to stir this real well. Get these all mixed together real well. Put the lid back on and let this cook for probably a couple hours, because you know, with soup, one-pot meals, kind of the longer you cook it, the better it tastes. And of course, something like this is really yummy the next day, because all those flavors just really blend together. Wow, if you had smell-o-vision, boy, would you love to be joining us today. Okay, I'm going to need to keep mixing that tomato paste up in there. All right. We hope you're enjoying this with us today. What we would love is if you would subscribe subscribe, hit that like button, and share with your friends. That would be wonderful, and of course we would love a comment. Of course a good comment is what we're really looking for. So we will see you after a bit when this gets all done.
Yes, and if you find anything really useful, hit that like button a couple of times. We really appreciate it. Oh boy, would you look at that. Man, I think this is going to be one wonderful soup. Can't wait to get it in the house.
Boy, does this smell good. Too bad you can't be here to join us. I know you would love to. And this is a very hearty soup. It does have a kick to it, so if you do not want that kick, you can cut back on some of the spices and the jalapenos. And what I'm going to do today is, we like to do this, is just put a little bit of this crumbled up here, the Mexican cheese. Put that on top. We're going to have some chips and salsa. Of course, the salsa is my homemade salsa from up in Wyoming. I'm bragging on. And of course, look at these avocados. I made some homemade guacamole. These avocados we get down here all the time. You won't believe it, for 50 cents a piece. Can you believe that? Of course, we're going to enjoy that with this today. We wanted to tell you about our website. It's wyoming-ovencooking.com. If you go to that, there's a wonderful user's guide on how to take care of your cast iron. Lots of tips on all the different kinds of cast iron, because there's griddles, frying pans, Dutch ovens. And then also there are some spices and some cookware that we use. And some of those are really wonderful spices. And through our videos, you'll notice that I'm using a lot of those spices. Thank you for joining us today. Of course, you know our motto is great food shared with family and friends equals great times. And of course, to go with this wonderful hearty tortilla soup, we're going to have a nice cold beer. Here's to you. Till we meet again, thank you.
And the complete recipe is in the description area down below on the video.
Yeah, my dear husband always reminds me to tell you that, so you can get all the ingredients and the recipe below in the description.